Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast. Sean Higgs coming at you. December 11th, it's a Thursday. Doug Upstone, Alex Smart joining me, as always, with our Thursday edition, of which we're going to do a little Army-Navy football. I don't know. Pretty interesting game here. Listen, these guys get together. You know you're going to get a good game here. No opt-outs with these cats. We'll get to a free pick winner in just 1 second, but you're here. Turn that notification bell on, like, share, subscribe. Be part of the family here as we roll out free pick videos daily, 7 days a week. Well, 6 days because the Friday is a football live edition. And so there's more than one pick, and it's not really a video because it's a live show. It turned into a video later on, but it's Football Friday Live, 1:30 p.m. Why would you want to miss the December episodes with bowl games coming up? Matt Fargo, Mark Lawrence, myself. Sometimes guests. Sometimes guys pop in like, I want to come in today. You never know who's going to show up. So tune into that tomorrow. Saturday, Sunday, we got Chip Turnbull and the Vegas Legends doing their thing. So, again, notification bell on. Don't miss any of our free plays, our best bets, top plays. All the premium picks, though, are at gamblersworld.net. That is where you get all of our winners, folks. And we have the Early Bird College Bowl special up right now. You want to jump on that? That's awesome. I'll get you every single bowl game through the championship game in January. It's a great package for you. Again, and that's basically for the football specific folks, right? They just want to jump on. I just bet football in college. I get it. I understand. But honestly, the best bet and the most bang for your buck is the 30-day package. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's guaranteed, and it's all sports included. But go get the college football bowl one. If you're just into the college bowls, why wouldn't you? One low price at Gamblers World. I believe it's $149. I'll get the banner in a second. Anyway, the college bowl package is excellent. 3 730 packages are all guaranteed. They're all inclusive, though. So there is that. Now, we got some regular season college football. Although there is a bowl game on Saturday, the
LA Bowl.
No.
Oh, Celebration Bowl. Celebration Bowl,
but it is the Bucked Up LA Bowl hosted by Gronk at SoFi Stadium.
Right. And it's also
what the hell kind of name is that? Can we just go back to Blue Bonnet Bowl? There used to be a California Bowl.
Right.
Simple.
Well, the
Bucked Up LA Bowl hosted by Gronk at SoFi Stadium. We got to say there's a celebrity there and the name of the stadium included.
Well, they should just call it the end because I saw on Twitter today that this is going to be the last LA Bowl. so is
it really?
That. Yeah, that's what it said. So yeah.
Any reason why they can't get Gronk? Gronk's too busy.
I think that
kegs.
First of all, they had several hundred people show up for it typically. So that's one problem in a stadium that size. And then the other thing is that they're putting it on a Saturday night to try and get somebody to watch it, and not having a lot of success.
This is good comic relief for college football. This is great comic relief to start off the bowl season. So yeah, thanks guys. That was entertaining.
We got a little making fun of the Pop-Tarts Bowl the other show we did. Like, the Pop-Tarts Bowl embraces a entertaining bowl game. The fans are invested in it, right? There's dancing Pop-Tarts. They're like parachuting out of the sky. They're throwing things in there. They sacrifice. There's a giant toaster, and everybody eats the person. We go back to 1505 cannibalism, like we're doing crazy rituals here. But it's funny, and it's entertaining. And again, with the way the bowls are, and they're contracting and this and that and all this other stuff, it boggles my mind that in LA, Hollywood, you can't get people to show up for a bowl game. And maybe because, and this is even before my time, even forget this betting time, just in my lifetime, the bowls were more localized. I mean, you go back to some of these old bowl games, there was a specific region bowl. There was like a Dallas, right. I think there was like a Fort Worth bowl. There was a New Jersey bowl actually in the late 70s, early 80s, but there was a lot of snow. They're like, we shouldn't do this. There were a lot of regional kind of stuff. I can't believe that LA can find a a sponsor and have a good kind of bowl game. It makes zero sense to me.
Yeah, well,
it makes zero sense.
You got to consider, though. I mean, there's a lot of things to do in LA, and we
know this, right? Yeah. They had trouble hosting a regular LA football team. The Raiders left 4 times.
Right, and UCLA. I mean, their attendance this year was about 25,000 a game. So it's not like LA's a lot like Vegas. You got to win, man. That's all it is. Got to win. So,
and there's a lot of traffic issues too in LA. A lot of people that I've talked to just don't like, certain game times and stuff like that because of traffic.
So it's too bad. I agree. I mean, and by the way, one of my favorites from before, the what is it? What was it? Bad Boy Mowers.
Yeah, Bad Boy Mowers. What a great name!
I love that name. Yeah, that was.
I wanted a Bad Boy Mower, except they didn't sell in New Jersey. Like I had to move to Arkansas to go get them.
Okay.
Yeah, they were not sold in my area.
Yeah,
like the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Like there was no Duke's Mayo in Jersey. Like, dude, I'm a Hellman's guy, fella. What are we doing, Duke's Mayo?
Well, see, that's your problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, who wants like? I just some of these bowls, I don't know. They start early and earlier now. Literally a week after championship games. They used to kind of be a little spread out. Teams could get there, fans could get there. And not that more, and everybody wants more. Like in our industry, it's like, oh, we need more playoffs. We need more games to bet. We need expanded NCAA tournament. No, you don't. You really don't for the quality of what's going to be out there.
Yeah, the quality is not going to be particularly good. There are the one thing they did do though, which is always smart. They did once again try their best to get regional games. So like wherever the bowl games at least one of the teams from the region. I forget who Southern Miss is playing. I thought that was a good regional matchup. That I forget who they're playing, but that was bad.
Troy and Jacksonville State, they're playing. That's Alabama. Yeah. That's a home game. That's a good one for them.
That's good.
Who you brought up what game did you say?
Miss, I said. I forget. I thought
Southern Miss is in Western Kentucky. Well, they're playing New Orleans, but that's
okay. Yeah. Okay. Southern Miss, though, at least in the area. So,
but that's a fun little. And I was looking. It's funny you brought that up because there's 2 games in Frisco. There's another one in Houston.
Right.
And I'm like, boy, maybe we take a little road trip. I could go grab 2 football games in Frisco because it's about a 3-hour drive.
Okay.
Houston's down the road about an hour to NRG. Yeah. I'm like, I haven't gotten any. I could go to 3 different college bowl games this year.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about them. I'm like, why not take a little road trip? I mean, Louisiana, New Orleans is a 3-hour drive. Like I can get to that. I can if I really kind of put my nose to the grindstone and my nose is big enough that I could do anything. I go across the country with my nose. I could do a bunch of games. I could do the Louisiana. I think there's one in Shreveport. Like I could hit several of these.
Yeah.
Dallas, San Antonio. Like these are all doable kind of road trip kind of things for me. But I got an anchor called a family that you're really going on. That's what you're doing. Like we're not going to go anywhere. You're going to go to 6 college football games.
Yeah. So what's the problem, right? What's the big deal? I know because I will the day after Christmas I will be viewing Minnesota against New Mexico at the Rate Bowl. Used to be guaranteed rate, but now it's just the Rate Bowl.
It's not guaranteed rate anymore. There's no guarantee.
It's variable. You know what it is? It might be the adjustable rate bowl now.
Yeah. The variable APR.
That's it.
This is great. Sidetrack that. Not that they're watching. My wife's friends had one like, oh, this is so great. We have this variable rate, 1%, whatever. Our mortgage is cheaper than yours. Yeah, because they live like they had a 1% rate, so they were just at the top of their limit. Yeah, readjusted 15% on them.
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We got to move. Oh, really, doctor? You didn't plan on you didn't go looking to lock in at a different rate at any time during the 5-year period. You just thought it was going to be like this for 30 years. But,
life goes on. That's why that 50-year mortgage looks so good. I digress.
3%, baby. I've had a 3% mortgage for over 10 years, and I've had 2 different homes. I've been all right. I'll take it. Anyway, That's our mortgage lesson for today.
For today.
No variable rates. Don't do it, folks. Don't.
Or
A
bridge
non-variable and a guarantee rate or a guaranteed game. Army Navy 126 meeting between these two cats getting together. This game is in M&T Stadium in Baltimore. Right, it's down the road from Annapolis. Navy's played there. They're 3-1 here, but it's not the old home field. CBS TV for this one. A lot of pageantry, pomp circumstances. Presence there. It's a big thing here for these two teams to play each other. A lot more than just a spread, which is a Navy a 6, even a 6.5 on this. It opened at 4, 3.5s. Keeps going up and away. A total of 38.5. Which, listen. We all know, the under here. Yeah, 2-7-1 to the under last 10. Dig a little bit into this, fellas, right? And that's what I kind of say when I tell people. This total used to be up in the 50s. It was 48, it was 51, it was 54-7. It went to 28 a couple years ago. Went over that. Navy 9-2. What were they? 7-1, whatever they were in the American. Army not as good, obviously, 6-5. Little off year for them. They had that crazy win. We talked about it, Doug. That K-State game. They held the ball for 14 minutes and 5 seconds out of 15 minutes in the second half or something insane to win that ball game. I look at this one here. I do have a play here on Gambler's World on this. I don't want to really say too much. I'll see where you guys go, and then we'll decide on how we'll make a free pick on this one. But what do you think on this one, Doug? What do you got here for us?
Well, I also have a play on it, and it's also on the side. So, but I am going to talk about the total, and so we're talking.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay, well, I took your thunder then.
That's all right.
18-6 since 2001 under on this one, including 16 in a row. I think it was like around 2000. I want to say 2015. I remember when it really started to get some buzz that the books were getting hit hard with unders. Okay. And so the streak had reached about 10, and then they could not put a number that was low enough. The books, because
they tried it at 28. They bottomed out at 28.
That was crazy. 16 in a row. So, but even now, I happened to look before, depending on if you're looking at money and tickets, it's anywhere from 60 to 80% is on the under on this one. Yep. So even though I'm not sure on this game, the line has been stable, or the number's been stable, but I think that because there's only 2 football games this weekend in college, I'm not sure there's a lot of people really looking at it yet, the majority of the public. So I think that comes tomorrow. But, looking at these two teams, number 1, number 5 rushing teams in the country. Navy's first, Army's 5th. Black Knights of the Hudson, though, part of the reason why their record isn't so good is that even though they run the ball well, it's more of a plodding offense. Pretty much it's like the old, 3.5 yards in a cloud of dust, okay, type of thinking here. So to get your first down. The Navy has some weaknesses on defense, but it's against the pass is where this. And so Army, they average less than 10 passes a game. They complete just over 5 for 78 yards a game. So I don't imagine they're going to be able to take advantage of that really, really well. And then Army's got a good defense. Okay. So I think I'm going to go under on this one, and I'll support it by this. Army is 12-3 under in away or neutral games against a team that has a winning percentage of 75 or more. 75% or better, rather, and 8-0 under away or neutral sites after scoring 20 points or more in the first half of 2 straight games. So I'm just going to go, how low can you go? We'll find out. I got the under.
Under 38.5, which is great because, Navy 8-3 to the over, Alex. That's a team you think we're not going to be able to run the same basically kind of offense. One has – talk about mixed results doing the same kind of thing. What are your thoughts on this one?
I'm going to stay away from the total. I've got to pick on the total, so I'm going to go with the side. So it's perfect for this conversation.
Excellent. 2 free picks coming at you, folks.
This Army Navy series. It's very unpredictable. Games are often decided by slim margins. Both teams play triple option offensive schemes. And, so because of that, and, we'll add one little factor in here too, and that's constant thumbs to the eye kind of football. It's just nasty in the trenches football, much like military schools like to sort of implement when they're facing each other. It's do or die out there. It's boot camp 101. So, that's what I'm looking at. And I'll just say one thing before we look at what should happen. What should happen is that Navy should run over them. Navy has the better offense. I mean, just looking at statistics here, for example, Navy ranks 12th in the nation in yards per play on offense, while Army is only 126. And Doug mentioned, man, it's just a plodding, really nasty offense. But then we have these defensive edges. Army ranks 82nd in defensive yards per play, and Navy's just 112th. So I'm going to put a caveat in here, and I'm going to say what should happen is we should see Navy under normal circumstances, but is this under normal circumstances? No. Cover that 6.5. But you know what? I'm going to play some contrarian stuff here, and I'm going to say I'm going to go the opposite of what anybody actually thinks they should, what a common sense person should do. And I'm going to say I'm going to take the points with Army, and then I'm going to even sprinkle some money on the money line. And I'm going to say Army upsets Navy this week. We take the points, and we feel really nauseous doing it, but we're going to do it.
He said sprinkle some +2 to 1 money line on it. +2 to 1 on the money line on Army. Again, these guys play. It's usually a tough, again, we see a lot of 17-10, 14-17, 20. These are games are always rough and tumble because, again, they're running teams. They want to run the ball all over the place. We're not going to. This isn't Air Force, right? Hey, Air Force come to town. These games are 45-40, right? It's just for whatever reason, Army Navy is a slugfest, and Air Force comes to town, and just like that, they don't even throw the ball. Yet they're called Air Force. I don't understand, right? Can we explain that for a second? Right? You look at the Air Force totals, and they're always overs against these teams. It's the same offense. All three of them run.
Yeah, lack of defense.
Right.
Well, one difference is, obviously the passing game is a surprise element for all the teams. Yes. And Air Force, under this particular coaching regime, they've always had a little bit better throwing quarterback. So I think that's been the biggest reason as to why. And I'll throw one little thing in here that actually two thoughts. I'll say them quickly. Thing number one, a good friend of mine who was in the Army, many years ago, always said, this is a well-disciplined game. Okay, so you got that going. And then the other thing, if you watch the game, you will not see a game all year at any level of football to where there are more chop blocks. Okay, these, that's how they're taught. Okay, yeah. They probably average 1 or 2 a game. These teams, they could be called for 5 or 6. So when they're facing each other, everybody knows what to expect. Their ankles are gonna be in rough shape, and along with their the lower part of their body, because they're coming after you.
That's right.
Yeah. So you'll get a 2.5 free picks here. Again, these are the free plays here with our college football. Our best bets for college, NFL, NBA, college hoops, hockey, whatever the sport, whatever you're looking for right now, is at gamblersworld.net. Get on board over there for our best bets in this game and in all the upcoming bowl games and regular season for NFL and the other sports as well. But free picks today. Under 38.5. Army plus a 6.5. And you know what? If we're taking the dog, why can't they win? Take a little bit of that 2 to 1 plus money just because it's right there for you. It's right there for the take. Just a little bit. It's it's not an official side kind of play. We're taking a dog, and if you're taking a dog, you think has a chance to win. We're not saying, oh boy, we're going to lose this one by 3. No. Take a dog. At least I do. I'm sure these guys agree. If they take a dog, it's not like I need them to lose by 2 points to cover. No, we probably think they got a shot at winning outright. So a little bit on the money line there. So I say what else? I know you're a late to the the post with the plays here, and but I figured, you know what, it is Thursday. You might have something up here as we do this video Thursday for tonight's football game, or maybe even for tomorrow's college football. Who knows?
I do have one NFL game up for tonight. It's the side in that exciting game that we're expecting tonight, and I've got an under coming on Monday. I'm going to give it away as a free play. I'm just remembering that I already wrote it up, but I'm going to go away with the under on that one. So I'll have that up. And what else am I going to do? You know what? Lots of college basketball. We've got college basketball on board today. We've got NBA on board. NHL from time to time. Feeling a little bit like overwhelmed. Yeah, I don't know. Doug would notice this as well because of the Olympic break coming up. These teams are playing a lot of hockey right now. So maybe it's a good time to be looking at tired teams. So, yeah. So we're going to have all that stuff up, and money for everybody, and Christmas money, wild Christmas money.
There we go. And like you say, just gave you a little free play there for the Steelers and Dolphins on Monday night. He's liking the under there for you. So enjoy that one. Doug, Alex just brought up the hockey. Maybe some overs. You start looking at some overs here with some guys playing a lot of games crunched together. Would it be an overlook?
Yeah, I'm not much of a, I've never done that well in total. So, I mean, I find one here and there, but it kind of has to really stick out, and to anticipate. I've never had the maybe that skill of really understanding the tired aspect of, because I've had I can think of plenty of overs to where I'd even have an over on a 5 or 5.5, and the game's 2-1. So I guess I learned my lesson on those, for me anyways. But 6-2 run NHL, and I got to play up tonight, a Thursday throwdown game coming your way on that one. So we have that. And also today, no college basketball, just the card is incredibly small today, but still on a 15-5 run. So I'll take that all the time. And in the NBA, I got a cozy play tonight, a cozy cover coming your way. That's even
cozy cover,
a cozy cover, right in the title. And so got that one going tonight, and on a 63.6% run there. And let's see, and I'll have the free play up shortly, there'll be a video, on the site that you can see about tonight's game. I have a side on tonight's game. So, and then of course, big college football or college basketball, and the Army Navy. I mentioned I got the side on that game, and that's already available. By the way, Sean, do you like the under in the game, or you didn't say, or don't you want to say?
I like it.
You like the over though more, right?
Because I think that it's, everyone is so forced to that side of it, right? Like you mentioned, it's an 18-6 run. Everyone's going to say, "Oh, you can just keep betting the under." And if you look at how it's moved in the past, 44, 36, 32, 28. Now it's back up to 38.5 a little bit. I'm kind of interested to see where it goes by like Saturday, because I think people may not really paying attention to it right now. Right. I mean, I'm sure I might be able to get a better if I like the over, if I wait, because people will pound it, because all you're going to hear that's all you're going to hear tomorrow and Saturday with that game, right? Under. So maybe it drops 2 points. I could come in and, vulture out a little better number. I don't know. I feel more better about my side play than the total one there for me.
Now, Alex, I don't imagine this is it being from Canada that it's as important of a deal to you, or has this game ever caught your interest to watch it much? Or and my question is, did either one of you did you ever like a team for the Army Navy game that you kind of, for nothing to do with betting, just as a fan, they say, yeah, I like this, or I like that?
Yeah, I guess just Army. I've always looked at Army as something I've always been interested in because of family relationships to the military. So yeah, absolutely, yeah. I like Army. Maybe that's. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because it sort of tainted my pick.
You can like the Army, doesn't mean that you have them.
Tainted my pick, I think, a little bit. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I remember my grandfather.
Here, my heart doesn't play anything into any of these games. It just absolutely yeah. I just feel like these games are so close that I really do believe Army has an opportunity to cover and to, and possibly pull off the upset. Now, bottom line is if we're just being statistical, analytically statistical, I mean, it's obvious which side's the better team, but is that the way sports betting always goes down?
No.
Yeah.
I went to a game. My grandfather took me. I was little, maybe like 5-ish, but I remember going. I remember getting a hat. He brought me. I remember we took a bus ride. It was from probably American Legion or whatever. He knew he was a World War II tank guy. And we're on a bus ride up there. We got there. He brought me a little hat. He didn't even like me. I was not his favorite. I think he liked my brother more. My brother did like gymnastics, or he liked him more than me. I'm like, who the hell plays gymnastics? I'm an all-star catcher here for the town. What are you talking about? I'm good. But we went to this game, and I remember the hat, and I remember there was like a little kind of sticky person I got, there was for sale, whatever, and it was like little Army people. I stuck them to the hat. So I remember going there. There's like photos of me on like whatever kind of Canon or stuff there. So I had those memories of like being there at that. Like, so that's my Army Navy game kind of. But I see it on TV. You got to love it. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always an easy game to watch,
No, but
the first quarter.
There's more to it than that. With everything around it, does.
Yeah, I am also an Army guy. No particular reason. Just I guess maybe back in those days, I just for whatever I didn't. One thing I did not like Roger Staubach. Okay, I did not. And no, seriously, I mean, everybody liked him, but I just. For whatever reason, at a very young age, I did not like him, and just so I stuck with I'm always more of a fan of the Army if I did not have a betting interest in the game.
It's funny too when you look at the NFL, you don't see a lot of stars come out of military colleges.
Well, that 5 years is a big deal.
Yeah.
I can't even I'm sure there's been others, but the last famous one I could remember was Napoleon McCullum, the running back from Navy.
Yeah,
he's kind of like the last one that I remember. There was a lineman that went to the Cowboys, Chad Evans or something like that.
Oh yeah, the defensive guy they had, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong on the name, but I know his first name was Chad. But
I think you're right. It was Evans.
Yeah, but there's
right.
not many. I mean, there's been some others, and I don't know that they have to complete that like they did, they've loosened the reins a little bit on that, from what it used to be. So I don't know if you still have to do it the full 5 years, might have to do a few years, and then, you still have to complete it, but you can be off during a football season and maybe add an extra year or something like that.
Yeah.
All righty. That's our little Army Navy history for all of us. Again, free picks today, under the 38.5. Army in the 6.5, sprinkling a little bit money line there. Again, these are the free plays. GamblersWorld.net for our best bets. You see it scrolling. College football bowl package is up right now. Go get it. It's 20% off. It's $179 if you're interested. The college bowl, all games through the championship. Go get it. $179. I'll be back tomorrow live, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Matt Fargo, Mark Lawrence, if you want to say hello. Gentlemen, good luck this weekend. I will see you all next week. Everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.